The 2017 GMC Yukon Denali. Now, this is one of those big SUVs you buy when you just have too much money and you just don't know where to spend it all. Welcome to this latest episode of Car Buzz Unboxing Reviews, and yes, the GMC Yukon Denali, maybe you should think of it as possibly the more affordable Cadillac Escalade ESV, but we'll get to that in a few more minutes.
More expensive than that?
No, it's less expensive. It's the more affordable.
Oh, the more affordable.
Less expensive version of the Cadillac Escalade ESV.
But still just as ridiculous.
Maybe a little less ridiculous. It's maybe a little less bling. Let's put it that way.
Less bling, but still
There's less bling. But then again, you still have to remember, what is this at its core? Besides being a Chevrolet Suburban rebadged.
Don't know. It's a redneck's car.
Ooh, harsh.
Don't know. Is it?
Maybe it's a Trump voter's dream car or something.
Obese wagon?
No.
For obese people?
It is actually a Chevrolet Silverado 1500 platform.
But basically, if you're massively fat, you can fit in this, no problem.
Easily.
Right. That's what I mean.
Well, I mean, if you're what is massively fat to you?
I don't know. Like 400 pounds.
Okay. Yeah, you can fit. But yeah, he's going to start up the engine here. We'll talk about, we'll get back to you in a sec here. That engine, it's awesome. 6.2 liter V8, 420 horsepower, and 460 pound-feet of torque. It's paired to an 8-speed automatic, which sends power to all four wheels. Four-wheel drive, it is an extra option. You can get it with standard rear-wheel drive, but I would go for four-wheel drive because this is, a real body-on-frame chassis with a live rear axle, full off-road capable.
It's a big sucker as well, so it's heavy. You want all the power you can get to all those four wheels.
This thing is actually 18 feet long.
Wow, that's
Look
cool.
at it.
It's a beast.
And this one's painted onyx black. When you know what, this is kind of like with a Secret Service drives or something like that.
So we lived with this for a week, and the best thing we found
San Francisco.
about it, in San Francisco, and the best thing that we could do with it was just go to Walmart as often as possible and fill it with crap that we didn't need.
Basically, go to Walmart, sit in the parking lot, and eat McDonald's in the back seat.
Yeah, do that, and you could actually work from back there. There's enough space. You'll see when you get inside. And
it has a 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot.
Ah, sweet.
So you could write Car Buzz articles from back there too, and post, and you can do everything in this. You can take a nap in the back.
I think we did that. I think they used it for a day. Could we live in this car for a whole day?
Just work in the car, eat in the car, take a nap,
eat, shop. The only thing we didn't do, I think, was shit in there. Other than that,
that is probably a feature that I think GMC missed out on.
Toilet.
A shitter, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing this doesn't have. And
it could have said that.
Yeah, it's. I mean, again, at its core, this frame, this chassis, is the basis for the Chevrolet Silverado 1500 pickup truck.
Oh, okay.
And that's nothing new, because of course, GMC has their own corporate version of the Silverado. It's called the Sierra 1500, and it's the same deal. GMC, it's one of those brands. It's kind of midway between Chevrolet and Cadillac. It's premium, but not necessarily luxury. But then you have this Denali lineup of vehicles within GMC, and that's their top trim.
So it takes it more luxury.
Right, now, when you have the Denali badge and all the features that go with it, then you got all-out luxury right here.
So this is the most luxurious GMC Yukon you can get.
Yukon XL.
XL, so it makes it extra long.
Right, because
this
still the
weighs
GMC
how much?
Yukon.
Like 6,000 pounds or something?
Yeah, it's 6,060 pounds exactly.
Wow. So you want this engine, you want all that power, all that torque.
But what's impressive is that you get 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6 seconds.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good for a 6,000 pound, 18-foot long SUV.
It's like the same as a 1970s Ferrari, basically.
Basically, yeah. 14 miles per gallon in the city, 20
down.
on the highway. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, we'll need that.
Well, like I said, 14 miles per gallon in the city, 20 on the highway, and a combined 16.
Yeah, and that's being generous. I think you get way less than that.
Yeah.
Especially when you fill it with four fat guys bunch of shopping from Walmart.
But man, those fat guys are gonna be so comfortable in this.
Yeah, look at the size of just the
Look at this.
center con. That's almost like another chair. you
Right,
could
they
put in
call
there.
this Cocoa Dark Atmosphere interior, covered in leather. That's real wood.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
Wood
not
leather?
like fake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's
You
Denali.
should- right, and that's what.
That's the sort of thing that Denali adds, right?
Right, precisely.
Leather, wood.
Well, you can get leather in lower non-Denali trims, but when you bump up to here, this is kind of like what maybe earlier Cadillac Escalades used to be.
Right, okay.
And then they just pushed the Escalade
Whoa.
even further up market. Man, I love those electronic.
I'm not sure, but
doors.
it's a tiny bit of wood trim. It's a bit of a gesture, to be honest, that wood.
Yeah,
You open the door,
Again,
it's
right.
a slither of wood in the back. What's the point?
right. But then you got to remember, Cadillac has its own version, the Cadillac Escalade ESV, which is of this car.
The back seats, they're
This-
two, what do you call them?
Bucket seats or captain's chairs.
Captain chairs, but can you get a bench if you want?
Yeah,
or not?
yeah, exactly. The bench is a no-cost option.
Okay, and you
But
got,
why would you want the bench?
you got a screen that comes out. Well,
Yeah, right. You got the entertainment system there.
That's cool. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like in a plane.
Oh yeah, it's part. The entertainment system is actually called what they call the open road package. Costs an extra, like $2,700.
That's the third row.
That's the third row,
That looks quite comfortable.
and
right?
it is.
Spacious.
You're in an 18-foot long SUV.
It's almost like a minivan.
It's
Hang
bigger.
on, compared to that Mercedes Sprinter van we did.
Totally different. I mean,
Yeah, but like in terms
Mercedes
of length, I mean.
very similar.
Yeah,
you're getting
exactly.
similar. But in the Sprinter van, remember, you can stand,
Yeah, I know.
upright
It's
in
not.
that.
I'm only comparing the length.
Right, but
As
that
long
just
as a
give you an
van,
idea of how big this thing is.
Yeah. Plenty of room for your big gulps there.
Hey, it's American, man.
Yeah.
You do your big gulps.
I love a big gulp, Dr Pepper personally, but that's,
You
another,
go for a Dr. Pepper?
that's another story.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, this interior, it's fantastic build quality. All soft touch plastics, great quality leather. If you've been in a modern GM car, you'll see the difference between old and new, pre and post bankruptcy
all
GM.
the seats are leather, right? Even
Yes,
the back ones. That's like
everything.
basically it's a cow's worth of leather, easily.
Easily a whole cow.
Yeah.
Easily.
And probably a couple of trees. So there you go, starting it up there.
And I love this dash design.
Yeah, it's nice,
simple,
actually.
it's luxurious.
Yeah. Ticks all the boxes.
Yeah, you got this nice 8-inch touch screen with navigation.
So what's the difference between like the Denali and the non-Denali in terms of like price? Is that a big difference?
There's a several $1,000 price difference, yeah.
Okay.
And
So check them both out basically and see which one.
But
If it's worth the money.
Well, honestly, I think that something like the Yukon Denali XL here. I mean, look, if you're not interested in the Denali version of this, just stick with the Chevrolet Suburban.
Right. Yeah. True.
I mean, really. But then again, and here's the thing that I have a kind of an issue with here is that the Cadillac Escalade ESV. Just so that everyone's clear, there's two Escalades: the standard length Escalade and then the ESV, which is this car, just rebadged heavily. But
So what does ESV mean? It's like more premium.
it's just longer.
Oh,
It's
it's
an
just-
extended length, just like this. It's also 18 feet long.
Okay.
Okay, so, but both the Cadillac Escalade ESV and this Yukon Denali XL have the same 6.2 liter V8 and the same 8-speed automatic transmission. So basically, their guts, the engine, are
The same.
are the same. So what are the differences in the Escalade ESV? Is it really worth
it's
it?
more bling. This is more understated.
Right. So basically, let's just get to pricing here because this is kind of the heart of it all, I think. The base price for a Yukon Denali XL is $71,000. And ours has over nearly $9,000 worth of options. And plus about a $1,200 destination fee. All in this vehicle right here is $80,650.
Okay, that's a lot of money.
That's a crap load of money. Now, get this. The base model, the Escalade ESV, just the bottom trim level, starts at almost $78,000.
So you're pretty similar, basically.
It's
the
almost
top
identical.
Top end of this compared to a base
The base-
Escalade, same price.
Right,
roughly.
and you're getting the same engine, you're getting the same transmission, the same four-wheel drive system, a lot of the same technology. You're getting a lot more bling, yes, you're getting more premium interior materials, but even the gear shift lever on the steering column
Yep.
is identical.
So you're basically paying a lot just for the name.
Right, and now
Just the name Escalade is probably
Right.
charging you an extra 10 grand.
And
Just
the,
for that.
and the top of the line Escalade ESV, the platinum trim, get this. I'm glad you're sitting down here. That begins at $96,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is crazy, and it's I know Cadillac is trying to push itself up market more and more and trying to compete against the likes of, Land Rover.
But it's a popular car, the Escalade, right? People are buying it.
Right, but more of the standard length.
They've done well branding it, basically. Right. It's all it is. It's branding.
They're buying more of the standard length, not necessarily the ESV extended.
Yeah, because no one has that much space for a car like that.
That's the other thing with something like this. 18 feet long. I hope you have a garage big enough to fit this thing in.
Well, not everyone does. So,
no.
But the standard, Escalade, that just does well from, like you say, it's got that bling feel to it.
Right. But then again, you can also get the regular GMC Yukon or Yukon Denali, not the XL, which is a twin of the Chevrolet Tahoe.
Right, okay.
And you only go for that if you really don't need the third row seat.
So that's the main difference.
Right. It has a tinier third row seat. It's optional, and it's tight.
So this is really for a family of 7, or you're going to regularly bring out, carry that many people in the car.
Yes.
Then you need this one.
Right. If you have a lot of people.
Do those back seats come out?
The rear seats? Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, we'll see that soon.
Nice. They fold flat, at least.
Right, okay. Nice fat sunroof there.
Yes. But see, that gear lever right there is the exact same unit on the Cadillac Escalade. And I'm sorry.
That's the gear lever?
Yeah.
It's not the handbrake?
No. It's right on the console here because
Cool.
they just don't put it in the center console. They just put it right on the steering column.
Some unusual buttons there on the steering wheel, actually.
No, it's just how they
designed it. They're like click buttons.
It's actually quite nice. The material, if you've sat in pre-bankruptcy GM cars, it was just a wonderful display of cheap plastics, and to me they had a sort of like a gluey smell. It was just cheaply put together.
And that's nice.
And right, so kind of I think the bankruptcy of GM was really the greatest thing to have ever happened to it. And brands like GMC and that's cool.
Hello, what's going on there?
Adjustable pedals.
Sweet.
Yeah. But brands like GMC and Buick, actually, they were almost killed off.
Really?
In the bankruptcy.
Yeah.
And basically, the White House was saying to GM, what's up with GMC here? You don't need this. And, GM executives came back.
They're trying to get rid of it.
Right. They're just trying to save money. And they said, no, actually, all we're doing is taking Chevrolet vehicles, heavily rebadging them, adding more premium features and materials, and charging a hell of a lot more money and making good profit on it.
But it's not costing us a lot of money to keep it going.
Right.
Plus, we make good money on it, so why kill it off?
As long as they make a profit over the operating costs, and there you go.
Yeah, he looks pretty comfortable. Look, lay down.
Yeah.
Have a kip.
How can't you be comfortable in this thing?
Yeah, it looks awesomely comfortable.
You can get 8 passengers standard, but this one has 7 passengers because of the second row, captain seats.
Right.
Which I would totally go for in this. I would not want that second row bench.
Depends what you need. If you need the extra seat, then you'll have to go for the bench. But
just if you have that extra,
7 people,
if you have that extra
check
person, just strap them to the roof.
That's a good option.
That's what I would do. I still want those captain's chairs.
You could actually sit a third person up front. Actually, just sit on that center.
You could
center stack. Yeah.
But what's also good about a vehicle, a true SUV like this, is that it can tow a hell of a lot. It's got a 7,900-pound towing capacity.
So if you've got a boat, no problem.
There you go.
Tow that, no
Just
worries.
take your boat.
Or a caravan.
Nobody really does that in the U.S.
No?
A few. They like those big RV motorhomes instead.
That's a little bit tight, but it's okay. His knees are almost touching the front seat.
Yeah.
Hang on, they're adjustable. He's trying. Oh, that goes back a bit.
It's still really comfortable.
Armrest, yeah, it's comfortable enough. It does look a little bit tight.
And you have, tri-zone automatic climate.
Yeah, you need that.
Control.
Car's so big. There's no way the front.
But that's only for the second row. There's nothing for the third.
That's enough for the third. But combined with the first one, it'll be cool enough in the car.
Hey, look, in the BMW X5 I recently checked out, that had 4-zone automatic climate control.
Cool.
So that should, I don't know, this should have 4-zone. For $80,000, come on.
Yeah, true. That's a nice feature.
When anything costs $80,000, especially if it's not like a real luxury brand, GMC it's borderline for me between real luxury and premium, let's say. But for $80,000, I expect just about everything imaginable, including quad.
That's a nice feature.
Climate control, yeah.
Window there. Rear
you
hatch.
just you can the rear lift gate. They're all electronic these days.
So why would you want just to open a window at the top? Just if you want to get something quickly.
Yeah, you just have to get, right. Why open the entire liftgate when you just want to reach in and grab a bag?
Yeah, that's true.
That say like a small duffel.
That's a nice feature.
Oh yeah.
Loads of space.
And this is with the third row folded up, not down.
Okay.
Look at all that space there.
Plenty of space.
It's just, you can put a couple bodies right there.
That's what it's all about, isn't it? This car.
Again,
space.
Yeah, this is kind of like I think this U.S. Secret Service drives like the Cadillac Escalade version of this, or the ESV. I'm not so sure. Maybe even show with the GMC.
Why don't they drive this one?
They might. I didn't pay enough attention, but I know they drive one of these, either the Suburban, the Yukon XL, the Escalade ESV, the 18-footers. And I just picture like a lot of like guns in the back.
So that probably means it's pretty reliable as well, right?
Yeah, and what's good, again, this is
they're taking a President.
The typical.
It's probably reliable, isn't it?
Oh,
here we go.
Nice.
See?
Yeah.
Touch of a button.
Of course. Why should you have to actually do anything manual?
Oh, hello. And
nice.
Voila.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that is really cool. You weren't expecting that, were you? Looks like it's just been shot and turned upside down.
Oh wow, yeah.
Like
that's
a chicken.
Again.
Like a chicken waiting to be
So you don't
basted.
even need to remove the seats.
No, you don't.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, cool.
And the thing is though, with those old, back in the day, I remember you did have to remove those seats. But the problem was that, man, they were just heavy.
Yeah, and people don't want to store them. They
they just take up space in your garage, and this thing is already 18 feet long. You don't have any extra space.
Right.
But dude, I really do like this exterior. It's again, it's not as blingy as the Escalade, but you still got a lot of chrome, and I think it's handsome.
Yeah.
It's classy. Yeah,
it's a classy front end. I like the grille.
And I think I would take this over the Cadillac Escalade ESV just because I'm saving money. It's not quite as blingy. It's just a little bit more,
It's not blingy at all. It's like I said,
it's elegant.
Yeah, for a big car, it's got class, it's got style.
And it's got these
inside, you're going to feel like it's premium.
And it's got these massive 22-inch aluminum wheels.
Yeah, and they don't even look that big.
No.
Given the size of the wheel well.
Those cost an extra $2,500.
Yeah.
And
I might even want bigger than that, actually. I'd probably want 24 inches.
I think this 22 is the top you can get. It comes with standard 20 inches.
Yeah, but I just go to an aftermarket.
Yeah, you could. I mean, that's the other cool thing about these. You can just customize the shit out of it.
Yeah, but black works. I would have it definitely black.
Yeah, with
black
with
chrome.
It's just a fantastic overall
tinted
look.
windows.
It's just badass, and you know, and I know driving around in San Francisco, we got plenty of dirty looks.
Yeah, people weren't happy.
Then no.
They prefer us in the 500e, but we can't drive that all the time.
No, because this is just so much cooler than that, and yeah, it was just a great vehicle to try out for some time. Yeah. So I recommend for everybody to check out one of these. But we're out of time for today, everyone. Thanks for watching. Any more questions for us, just leave them in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe to the Car Buzz Unboxing YouTube channel, and we'll see you all next time.